Welcome to Luck Scout Mindfulness. Dutch disease. It sounds like something you'd catch in a tulip field, doesn't it? The name is quite misleading, but don't worry, it's not a medical condition. It's an economic one, a phenomenon that can have far-reaching effects on a nation's economy. Dutch disease happens when a country suddenly becomes rich from natural resources. This sudden influx of wealth can create a ripple effect. Think about finding a gold mine in your backyard. You'd be thrilled, right? The immediate reaction would be excitement and joy. But this sudden wealth can have unexpected consequences. It can lead to inflation and a stronger currency, making other exports less competitive. It can hurt other parts of the economy, like manufacturing or agriculture. These sectors may suffer as resources and labor shift towards the booming industry. This is what happened to the Netherlands in the 1960s. Their economy was significantly impacted. They discovered a huge amount of natural gas. This discovery brought immense wealth to the country. It brought them great wealth, but it also led to some economic problems. The manufacturing sector in particular faced challenges. The term Dutch disease was coined because of their experience. It became a classic example in economic studies. Let's explore what happened and what lessons we can learn. Understanding Dutch disease can help us navigate similar situations in the future. Imagine the Netherlands in the 1960s, a small nation with a strong work ethic, known for its tulips and windmills. Then they discovered vast reserves of natural gas in the North Sea. This was a game changer. Natural gas exports brought in a flood of foreign money. This boosted their currency, the Dutch guilder, making their exports more expensive. Suddenly, Dutch cheese and flowers were pricier in the global market. Meanwhile, the booming gas industry made it harder for other sectors to find workers. Why work in a factory when you could get a high-paying job in the gas fields? The Dutch economy became overly reliant on natural gas. This made them vulnerable. When gas prices fluctuated, so did their economy. The Dutch story highlights the dangers of relying too heavily on one source of income, even if it seems like a blessing at first. This is a key characteristic of Dutch disease. When a country's currency strengthens due to a resource boom, it makes its other exports less competitive. This is because their goods become more expensive for other countries to buy. Imagine trying to sell handmade toys when a giant factory opens next door, selling similar toys at half the price. That's what it's like for other export sectors facing a resource boom. The Dutch experience serves as a cautionary tale. It reminds us that economic diversification is crucial for long-term stability. Why do countries fall into the Dutch disease trap? Part of the answer lies in human nature. We tend to be overconfident, especially when times are good. Remember that gold mine we talked about? Finding it would be fantastic, but it wouldn't guarantee endless wealth. Yet that's how we often behave, as if the good times will last forever. This overconfidence can lead to poor financial decisions. We might overspend, thinking the money will keep flowing. We might neglect other sources of income, assuming the resource boom will last indefinitely. Recognizing these human tendencies is the first step in avoiding the pitfalls of sudden wealth. The Dutch experience taught us a valuable lesson. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. In economics, this translates to diversification. Think of a farmer who grows only one type of crop. If a disease strikes that crop, the farmer loses everything. But a farmer with a variety of crops has a safety net. The same principle applies to countries. Relying too heavily on one industry, even a lucrative one, is risky. Diversifying the economy is essential. This means investing in various sectors: manufacturing, technology, tourism and more. A diverse economy is more resilient to shocks and can weather economic storms. Imagine a squirrel burying nuts for the winter. It's not just being greedy, it's being smart. The squirrel knows that tough times might come when food is scarce. Just like the squirrel, we need to save for the future. This applies to individuals and entire nations. When times are good, it's tempting to spend all the extra income. But what happens when the resource boom ends or prices drop? That's where savings come in. They act as a buffer against economic uncertainty. Countries with strong savings can invest in infrastructure, education, and other long-term projects. They're better prepared for the future. Imagine you're sailing a ship. A sudden gust of wind fills your sails and you're racing across the water. It's exhilarating, but without a steady hand on the helm, you could easily be thrown off course. Managing sudden wealth is like navigating a ship in strong winds. It requires careful planning and a long-term perspective. This is where governments play a crucial role. They need to develop sound economic policies that encourage diversification and savings. They need to invest wisely in education, infrastructure and healthcare. Just like a skilled captain guides the ship through rough waters, prudent planning can help countries navigate the challenges of sudden wealth. Imagine you win a large sum of money. The excitement is overwhelming, and the possibilities seem endless. You could spend it all on a luxurious vacation, basking in the sun on a tropical beach, enjoying the finest foods and experiences, but it would be gone quickly, leaving only memories. Or you could invest it wisely and watch it grow over time. Consulting with a financial advisor, exploring stock market options and making informed decisions can lead to substantial growth. The same principle applies to nations experiencing a resource boom. They might discover oil, gold or other valuable resources. They can squander the wealth on short-term pleasures or invest it strategically for long-term prosperity. Abandoned projects and wasted opportunities are the risks of poor planning. Investing in education is like planting a seed. It nurtures the minds of the future generation. It might take time to see the fruits of your labor, but the rewards are substantial. Graduates celebrating their success, students deep in study, and scientists making groundbreaking discoveries are the results. Investing in infrastructure like roads and communication networks is like building a strong foundation for a house. It supports the entire structure and ensures stability. It enables growth and progress, transforming cities into bustling hubs of activity with modern transportation systems and well-maintained roads. By making wise investments, countries can turn temporary wealth into lasting prosperity. Strategic planning and thoughtful investments pave the way for a thriving future, ensuring that the wealth benefits generations to come. Imagine a world without new inventions, without cures for diseases, without progress. Education and innovation are the engines of human advancement. They are even more critical for countries experiencing a resource boom. Why? Because relying solely on natural resources is not sustainable in the long run. Resources can be depleted, prices can fluctuate, and new technologies can emerge, making existing resources obsolete. Education equips people with the skills and knowledge to adapt to changing circumstances. It fosters innovation, allowing countries to develop new industries and stay ahead of the curve. The story of Dutch disease is a reminder that sudden wealth can be a double-edged sword. It refers to the paradox where an abundance of natural resources like oil or minerals can lead to economic instability if not managed properly. It offers tremendous opportunities for growth and development, but also poses significant challenges that can undermine long-term economic health. By understanding the dynamics of Dutch disease, we can learn valuable lessons about financial prudence, the importance of diversification, and the power of long-term planning. Diversification helps in spreading risk and ensuring that the economy does not become overly dependent on a single sector. Governments, businesses, and individuals all have a role to play in avoiding the pitfalls of Dutch disease. Policymakers need to create frameworks that encourage investment in various sectors, while businesses should seek to innovate and expand their horizons. By embracing diversification, investing wisely, and prioritizing education, we can chart a course towards sustainable prosperity. Education is crucial as it equips individuals with the skills needed to adapt to changing economic landscapes. Remember, true wealth lies not just in the abundance of resources, but in our ability to manage them wisely, invest in our future, and build a more resilient and prosperous society. It is through strategic planning and collective effort that we can turn potential pitfalls into stepping stones for enduring success. Please like the video and share it with others. Thank you for watching.